What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, bringing you a budget piece. A budget piece that seems like it's going to work. Probably the only guy in the world rocking a Jack Wolf Knives hat, Giorgio Armani sweatshirt, and a budget knife. But sometimes they just go together. So we're going to find out how this is going to work. Now, to keep costs down, they used a nylon sheath. Nobody loves nylon sheaths, but they always get the job done. Now, here's why this nylon sheath works for this knife. I can't speak English. This is the JXE JXO 13.2 inch. It's kind of a kukri, but it's a machete. They use 1065 high carbon steel, which is a machete steel. They use a nylon top strap sheath, which is a machete sheath. So everything they're doing, they're putting in the package of a machete, but they're not giving you that skinny machete steel. They're giving you an actual steel. They're giving you the feel and the look and the heft of a kukri built as a machete. So it's a little different. Now, there is one issue with this one, and I can't tell if it's this one or this one, but it's not enough for me to wiggle it. But the pin I can hear rattling. Is that going to make a difference? No, it's not going to change absolutely anything about this. Speaking of the grip, though, you can get a good look at it. It's a nice wood grip, 3-pin, true full tang, huge lanyard space there. You have a great integral guard. I absolutely love the way they did that. They pushed that in there. You got a beautiful recurve, and it feels like a hollow grind. So we are looking at 13.2 inches total length, 7.7 inches in the blade, and it's only 0.76 pounds. So it's pretty lightweight. And I have to say, ergonomically, it feels good. It feels good. The price, $24. Makes it feel better. $24 for 1065 high carbon steel. That's pretty good. So you're getting the nylon blade. The only billboarding is just the JXE with the eagle there. And I don't know. It doesn't feel too bad. I don't know how sharp it is being machete central. Let's see here. Normally machetes don't have to be shave sharp because you're hacking through brush and all that. This one didn't get the memo. It is shave sharp. So this is sharper than it needs to be. And nobody's going to complain about that. Nobody's going to go, oh, it's just a machete, which means it's made for hacking brush. So it needs a strong edge, more of a convex edge. Then nobody's complaining. Nobody's going to argue the fact that they gave you a sharp knife. So it's one of those weird cases where you can use your machete, especially because it's compact, as an EDC, as self-defense, as a protection knife. You can use it for that. But it's also going to be good for hacking through small stuff. Now, normally when you think of machete, you're thinking something long and bushes and you're making a path. Short machetes are great because they're good for delimbing when you are going through a path that's pretty much open. It's not all bush, but you have tree limbs everywhere sticking this way and this way across your path. That's when a machete like this comes in and you just start hacking away so you're not getting sticks in your eyes. And it's actually a really, really good tool. Some of my favorite machetes, like the JXE, are shorter machetes. They're compact machetes, and they just do the freaking job. Let's take it outside. All right, well, it's weird. We have a little overcast here for the next maybe hour before the sun comes out. Here in Arizona, we don't get a lot of that, but we got some today. So you could still see, though, the sun is powerful enough behind those clouds where you can get a good look at this thing. My hands just got wet because I filled up a water bottle. I'll show you why. But yeah, man, this thing is, I mean, that little rattle isn't going to be in every one of them. Just this one happened to get away. Even with my hands wet because of the contouring and the grip, I'm still able to easily get this thing around. The balance is really nicely done. But let's take a shot at this water bottle over here. All right, you back up, dog. She's so interested. Come on, back up, back up. That is super, super nice cutting right there. That is absolutely smooth. All right, so I'm not gonna go completely crazy on the tabletop testing because it is a machete blade. I do want to hit with it. I want to get some of that action in there. But we are going to do some 4-foot gravity drops. See how that bites in. And I have to say, that hit mighty hard. And you can see, without a shadow of a doubt, how far that dug in. Let's do one more of those. Not so bad. And again, we're getting really good digging. Really good digging. So let's do a couple of hard downward throws. That thing hit. All right. Wow, that was no joke. That was no joke. I don't even have to like put my finger at the line. It's so easy to see. We'll do one more of those. That went into a knot. That's a full knot right there. And this little hollow grind absolutely sunk its teeth into that log. That is pretty wild. So, all right, we're starting off good. We're starting off good. Let's get a few things to take a whack at here. So let's see here. All right, got that there. Oh, I went into the knot at the top. I didn't know there was one. And hopefully you can see, it split right through that knot quite easily. Quite easily. That was real. Look at the size of this. Look at the size of that knot running this way. That's pretty wild. I didn't know the knot was there. If I did, I would have aimed at a different spot. Turns out it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I don't know if I'm just have to hold it. There's another knot right here. Golly. That's going through some stuff. This wood is very knotty. Not naughty, like shame on you, but knotty. Let's see here. Can this be a survival machete? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get a good side grip on there. Get some curls. Oh, I'm dropping them. You can see how beautiful those curls are. You make enough of these, put a little pile together. Man, talk about easy fire making. Look at that. I'm going to try and keep them all together right here. Those are nice. You put those down, you throw some spark. Forget about it. That's a good fire maker right there. All right, so we know it can cut. We know it can cut. But it's a machete, which means it's a hitter. Let's make sure it can hit. I have some of these nasty wanna kill you thorn things. Let's hold on. All right, so I have these here. These brutal thorns are nasty. And oh wow, that was nice. Look at oh gosh, that's so, I'm poking myself in the fingers. Let's see if I can get it to clear up a little bit on here. That is a super clean cut. Of course, it's not coming into focus. Let's see. I'm just stabbing my fingers. That is a super, super clean cut, and it's just a tap with this edge. These things, if you've never dealt with them, they are really, really hard to deal with because A, they're sharp, and every time you swing, you cut your fingers. But B, they're really hard to cut because they're like rubber almost the way they are. And I'm having no problem making nice cuts with this little mini machete here. And this is good because this one gets me in the feet all the time when I'm over here trying to do videos and I just haven't done anything about it. Well, actually I started to. You can see I'm digging and I started cutting way down there. But I do need to get rid of some of these so I can continue that work. And this little machete is doing the absolute job. I can't just tell you, hey, these are hard to cut and have you believe it. It's something that you have to experience. How nasty these things are. And this machete is making short work of them. There we go. There we go. Golly, that's going to help out so much. These things are terrible. I'm glad now that I put this off a little bit because I can come out here and use this knife. Oh my gosh, that was a good one. To show it off. Oh, and you'd think, oh, I'm being a little dramatic here. They're so close together, these thorns, that no matter where you grab, you think you're in a good spot. And you're not. Look how thick that is. That is thick, rubbery wood. And just like that, all those little pieces are clear. So now I'll have an easier time getting to that. All right, so I've got this downed tree over here. Let's take a few whacks at it. Wow! So I guess one of the good things this will be for is if you are in a camp situation and you need to get kindling and starter wood and all that to build your fire, you need to get those small pieces. This is going to do it right here. You're going to be able to just go ahead and hack away. That is so nice. Let's see. That's superb. Let's see this one. You can see all the thorns on here. Let's see if I can't get around one without getting my hand in there. There we go. That's just a flick of the wrist. So you hear that the rattle's still there, but nothing's coming apart. Nothing. It's not loosening. It's just internal. It just has a little rattle. And again, that's not going to be on all of them. It just happens to be this one. But it's okay. It's okay. Not everything has to be perfect to work. And you can see that cut right there. How long down that stick it went. It's just that's alive. That's live. Those are hard. This thing's just breezing through it. Look at the size of this. This is hard Arizona wood right here. Golly. Steel beaver. I'm telling you guys. $23, $24, whatever it was. I was just about to throw it into that log, and the dog ran right underneath me. That was close. That was close. She almost got bit. So, I don't know. I would love to be able to say, hey, you know, it's $24 for a reason. But I'll tell you what, this thing performs. This thing absolutely performs. That is just the way it's going through because of that hollow grind, and it's a really well heat treated hollow grind, but it's going through that Arizona hardwood like butter. That is wonderful. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna put the link below. Check it out. These things, this will make a good gift right here, I'll tell you that. Or if you do camp, or if you want that good truck knife, a good dependable truck knife, this better get Mako just in case blade. I'm telling you, man. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. JXE JXO does it again. That's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.